Hi, Christina. Thank you so much for your request to schedule a reading connecting to your dad. I know you said you lost him this month last year, and for that, I am very, very sorry that has happened. Okay, so I chose my first two Mystic Soul Oracle cards. And I thought it was so cool that both cards have come out with two hands reaching for one another. Okay. This hope card here, um, let me show. The background is a butterfly. Anytime I see any insect, bird on these cards, it's because it's representing them leaving their physical body on this earth and moving on to the second journey of their life. Um, the light is self explanatory. He lived in the light when he was alive in your life, and he's living in the light after his passing. So, all right, so I'm going to pull a few cards from a regular tarot deck, and then we're going to move on to multiple oracle decks for getting some clarification. Bear with me because my hands are quite small, so sometimes it's hard for me to shuffle. This is too many, so that's going back in. And then I do tend to pick my cards and shuffle and all that before I even start the video. And this is why. My hands are pretty small. I keep getting a huge amounts of cards out, and normally I don't do that. I don't pick the cards that come out like this. Okay? Sometimes I'm drawn to a certain card that's come out. But in this case, yeah. I can always sense when it's correct, when it's the card that's supposed to come out has come out. I don't know why today I am getting so many cards. It's never just one. Okay? So this King of Cups, this is for him. Okay? It's talking about a very caring man, your dad, that is pretty wise in when it comes to leading his family. Okay? So that's just representing him. Now, this one came out before in one of those groupings. I did see it. And I'm a firm believer that if a card is meant to come out, it will, even if I put it back. Now, this is the Two of Pentacles. And what this is talking about concerning your dad, he just felt that, how do I put this? I know you weren't expecting it to be so quickly, and neither was he. He said it was actually very chaotic feeling, like his thoughts were not coinciding with his body letting go. Because he did feel and believe that he did have more time. So yeah, he didn't want to go. He felt like he needed more time. And I don't blame him for that. Now, this is the Tower card. And whenever this comes up, it's like, to me, the house burning down type of thing. But there's a lot of different meanings that go along with that. These kind of go together. And that he truly feels like he fought against going. I mean, with everything in him, he fought. And the tower is also talking about, like, and it's inverted, by the way, both of these are, which means it's not right side up. And it's talking about he felt like he was on borrowed time, if that makes sense. He was trying to do whatever he could to delay what was coming. And he did, shortly before his passing, he did know it was coming. But he didn't want to accept that. Like, which of us would, right? I mean, goodness gracious, I wouldn't. I would be fighting just like he did. But yeah, no, he had no desire to leave this earth when he did. His goal was to stay as long as possible. All right. All right. The next card that I just pulled is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is talking about, this is a female card. Like, the person that's in there, it's a female looking figure, right? And he's talking about you in this. He feels like since his passing, you have been very guarded with your heart. He understands it and he knows why. But like he feels like there's a part of you that kind of shut down and hasn't resurfaced. I'm sure you'll know what exactly what he's talking about. The Nine of Pentacles is also talking about setbacks. That in a way, he feels like you feel like his passing was a huge setback in your life. That after and since his passing, you have felt very overwhelmed with the way things are going. Now, this is going into your other reading that I'm going to do for you, the general reading, and the questions you brought to me, which I haven't done yet. So I think it's a very interesting that he already knows that. And he already knows what you're going through. And this is all about encouraging you. That for you to not feel overwhelmed with just life. He says you need to stop being so guarded. You need to open up your heart again to everything that life has to offer for you. He's saying that because he feels like, and I know, Kristine, you're not going to agree with this, and I wouldn't either if it was my dad. He feels like his passing has done that to you. Now, what I'm telling him right now, because he's talking to me as I'm pulling these cards, right? And I'm telling him that's part of that is a natural grieving process. It's not something that we can control at first. Now, longer the longer the process goes on, we can slowly start to heal during that process and get back some of which we feel like we've lost about ourselves. I hope I'm making sense here. And he does know that. But he's just encouraging you because he loves you, and he's filling me with that feeling of love and caring. Like he just, and that goes back to this King of Cups right here. What this card is about, it's about somebody who is very caring. They care about the people in their life. So that's extending into his message right now. Because as an empath, I do like this part of this gift, that as I'm doing a reading, I can feel the emotion of what's behind what your dad is saying. Oh, goodness. Okay. Nope, that's... Oh, okay. 3 cards came out. First 2, I knew wasn't meant for you. But this one is. The 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is talking about grief and loss and mourning and regret of all the different things that go along with that. Are you feeling, how do I put this? Are you feeling like a lot of regret for I could have, should have, that type of thing? Like, I knew he was sick, so I should have done A, B, and C. Now, I know all of us, after we've lost somebody, like I've lost my dad, life is so imperfect. We are all going to have regret about certain things that we didn't do or didn't say. But when you don't know when the passing is going to happen, how are you supposed to? I mean, that's reality. He doesn't want you, and this is coming from him, Kristine. He says he wants you to let that go. He's filling me with the sense of these go together. He says that the things you're feeling regret about are out of your control, Kristine. At first, he didn't even know he was going to pass. So how could you have? It wasn't until right at the end, shortly before he passed away, there was a knowing within him. If that makes sense. But he wants you to let that go because he feels like that's holding you back in your life. He doesn't want your life to change. What makes you you. He doesn't want his passing to change that about you. And there is complete love behind his words. I wish you could feel the feelings that I'm experiencing from your dad. And that's why I do stay connected. And I love being an empath when I'm connecting with somebody like this, that I get to voice, and I'm hoping I'm doing an okay job of it, the feelings behind the words. So being an empath in this type of reading is very joyful to me. So it was, that's funny. He just said, and you're doing a good job of it. And he chuckled. He's sweet. He's sweet. And I'm like, I'm glad I'm getting your approval about that, because I am trying. I'm trying my best. All right. So I have now, one of the decks I chose to pull a couple cards from is the Key Oracle deck, which I love. It's a very different, oh goodness. Okay, that's way too many. Bear with me, guys, because with my hands being, it may not look like it on camera, but my hands are quite small. So, sorry if there's a little bit of mess accompanying my shuffling. All right. Oh, that is so sweet. All right. You got the threshold key, Kristine. Oh. This key is about beginnings. And the message for you in this card is that the threshold marks your start. Courage unlocks the path. The first steps lights all. That has to do with that. Right here. These two. So, if you're new to my channel and the way that my gifts, the way that my readings are, the person that I'm connected with doesn't need any of this. This is for us. So when I'm pulling cards, I don't know how it works, guys. It's one of those mysteries that I will probably not have the answer to until I'm gone from this earth. The cards coordinate with what the person is saying to me. Okay? But that's beautiful. He said, this is your fresh start. And he really wants you to hear him about this. Do not let his passing change you as a person. Oh, that's way too much too. All right. I'm going to probably pick 2 more of these, the Key Oracle. So you're just going to have to be patient with me, guys. Shuffling is not the easiest thing for me. All right. Oh, this is the Oracle key you got. This is talking about prophecy. The unseen speaks through symbols. Mystery opens in silence. The Oracle awaits your touch. Now that sounds very convoluted. Okay, it's the type of card if you weren't connected to your dad, you would say, okay, that's a little out there. What this card is talking about is he sees very good things for you. You just have to go through the steps that he's talking to you about. Now, he knows it's your choice. We all have free will. You know, when we're on this earth, we have free will to make our decisions. And he recognizes that. But he said, what goes along with this card, there are such good things for you coming. That's the prophecy part. I don't predict the future, guys. this is coming from your dad, Kristine. There's like, you might look at it like the unknown, but the cards calls it mystery. That all you have to do is reach out, grasp this, listen to your dad, who seems like he's a very smart man with leadership skills within his family, and you have good things coming. That's going to go right here. Sorry, I'm up. I'm trying all brand new lighting because that lighting was getting on my nerves. So just bear with me. I've got new lighting coming because my lamp just was causing huge issues with glare. And that was getting on my nerves, and I know it was getting on some of y'all's. I don't blame you. All right, so I'm going to choose, let's choose another key oracle card. All right. You got the air gate key, Kristine. See, what people need to know, when I'm connected with somebody, you can't force them to talk about things that they don't feel is important. Everything about the earth has been wiped away, and they have such clarity. They can like hyper focus on what truly matters. So if they don't necessarily talk about what we want them to talk about, don't get frustrated with them. They are on a whole different level than us. They see things so much clearer than us. So they talk about what they know you need to hear right now. And with this air gate key, that's 100%. He's building a story. This is the gate, the air gate key is about freedom. Breath carries clarity. Wind shift the path. Freedom opens the door. He's talking about this, what he's asking you to do. And what he's saying is he hopes that you're going to do these things because it will change the direction of your life. And you'll gain the freedom that you need in your life to make decisions in your life that come from having that clarity and not from emotions. Okay? He's a very wise man. He really is. He has this philosophical side of him that I find is so enjoyable to listen to. All right. Now, all right. I'm going to see about, we're going to pull one more of these the key oracle cards, and then I feel like we're going to go to another deck that I have chosen for your reading. Oh, I love your dad. I'm just meeting him, but I love him. The love he has for you is quite amazing. And all he wants for you, he just wants the best for you. This is the Watergate key. Okay, ignore that pun that we all kind of know about with our history and presidents. That is definitely not what it's talking about. This is the card of peace. It's about flow cleanses all wounds. Trust the current within. Peace opens the way. That's a beautiful card. He wants that peace for you. That in doing these steps and doing these things and changing and what that will do for your life in such a positive way, it's going to really help the wound that's been left in your heart for your dad. But you got to trust him. He just wants you to trust him in this. He knows it's going to be hard, but he wants you to have peace in your life. I'm starting to see that it was, when I thought about doing both your readings, there wasn't a shadow of a doubt that I needed to do your connecting with your dad first. I didn't know why. Now I'm seeing why. Because this has to do big time with your other reading that I'm going to do. This is so cool of your dad. And he says, I don't mean to come off pushy, but I feel my daughter needs to know these things. I said, nope. I asked you to be open, honest, don't hold back before the reading. And you're doing that. And you love your daughter and you want her to know these things. This is what's important to your dad. Extremely important. All right. I love this deck. All right, we're going to put that aside. And one of the next, I haven't used this deck in a while. It's a beautiful deck. I only use this in readings where I'm connecting with somebody who has passed. It's the Energy and Spirit Oracle. And it is a beautiful deck, and it can be very, very sentimental and caring and love that comes up out of these parts. And I'm letting your dad know, okay, you've helped her so much in this, and I feel like it's time to go on to maybe another part of your message. I said, I'm talking in my head to him, by the way. I said, you don't want to miss out on anything that you want to say in this reading. That you've connected with me and I'm connected with you. I said, so anything else that you find important for you and her, it's so important for you to come and talk about this. Now, I love these cards, but they are huge. I got them anyway. I'm like, I know it's going to be hard for me to shuffle these, but if they're a beautiful card and I feel drawn to them, I get them anyway. I have probably about 6 decks that are this size. So even if it's, oh goodness. Okay. We're going to take a look at these, even though 3 of them came out together. This is about kinship, the currents of emotions, and conscious steps. The first two are not for you, Kristine. This one is. There's a beautiful young woman that looks very, very serene. And the conscious steps are, it's talking about taking action, looking forward, not living your life looking backwards. It's okay to do some of that. And the memories that come up, that's a healthy thing. But your dad's asking you to look forward. Your life, he said, is beautiful. And your family is beautiful. And by the way, I think you can see, listening to your dad, how proud of him, how proud of you he is. And the love he has for you. He misses his grandchild. He misses you. And from start to finish, he has never once, for 1 second, stopped filling me with love so that I can portray that to you. That's very important to him, to know his entire message for you comes from deep within his heart. And he hopes, he goes, ooh, I hope I'm not being so bossy. I said, no, you're not. She's going to see. Oh, give me a second, guys. I am sure messing up all my cards here. All right. Oh, I love when this. Okay, I gotta look at something here really quick. Where was it? Peace. Sorry, guys. I don't remember which one I talked to. Oh, it's right in front of me. My goodness. Remember this air gate key? And it's talking about freedom opens the door in your life. You got the freedom card. This is about moving on and letting go. And you got the card that shows the dove. Remember, on my other readings, I always talk about this. If you see anything with wings, this is symbolizing him leaving this world when he passed away. And it's talking about letting go. Okay, that's this. And when something comes out, I always tell people this, when something comes out more than once, we need to pay attention. He wants the freedom that you deserve. Just to be free emotionally, mentally, but he doesn't mean that in a psychological way. I think you know that. Just in every aspect of your life, he wants that freedom for you. Freedom to be yourself. Freedom to, remember, being guarded? The freedom to just be you, the you that you were before his passing. He obviously feels very, very strongly about that. He says that the freedom will bring you peace. Remember this one, the Watergate key? Peace. Peace opens the way. Look, looking forward. See the correlation? freedom. Peace opens the way, looking forward, not back, moving on. None of these cards come out by chance. Everything, whatever comes out, it is meant to come out. I believe in divine timing. And it's a beautiful thing. You were in the right place at the right time to see my post, whichever one it was on YouTube. Do you know how many, I want to say there's probably millions of channels. What's the chances that you're going to see my little tiny, because I am considered a very tiny little channel. I mean, nothing happens in life that isn't about divine timing, being in the right place at the right time. And he loves that because now he finally gets to talk to you. And that is how he sees it. He's talking to you. This isn't just a message. He finally gets to say what he's been trying to say all along since his passing. And by the way, he is there around you. He feels like he is there. He is alongside you, but you're not feeling his presence. This is what he's talking about, the freedom that you need, because you might have missed some of the signs that he's there with you, because he is showing me in a picture that he's there with you. Okay? And he just wants you, to be able to feel him there with you. But he feels like something is blocking you from that. Oh. You got the Archangel Haniel card. This is a card of joy, blessings, intuition. It's talking about what he was just telling me about while I was shuffling. Do these things. It's going to help you. It's going to give you freedom in your life and the blessing of being able to feel him there with you. And he thinks that you need that desperately. And that was one of your concerns. All right. I think I'm going to choose one more card. And I'm letting your dad know that I'm choosing the last card for him. What? Oh, that just flew out. What's the, is there anything else he wants to say to you? I always tell them this. And he's already connected with me, so he knows when I'm starting to feel that the message is coming to an end. Oh, let's scoot these a little bit. You got the personal guide card. Guardian angel, spirit family. He's talking about you and him. This This is depicting a man and a woman, guardian. He's watching over you. He doesn't want you to ever feel that he's not there with you. He wants you to be able to sense that and get that comfort from him. Oh, I love this card. I love that it's called Spirit Family, because he is in spirit form now. But he's still your family, and he's still your dad, and he's still living, or I should say not living, but experiencing your life alongside you. He knows everything that you're going through right now, Kristine, concerning his passing. I love this card. If that doesn't show just like overwhelming love that your dad has for you, I don't know what does. All right. This is why I love these cards. And I usually always, the only time I use them is when we're coming to the end of his message, or anybody who I am connected with. They're just beautiful cards because they're full of emotion. Sorry. He's just talking and he's agreeing with me. He goes, but, please remind her once again, I'm not trying to be bossy. She's a full-grown adult. I said, she knows you. She knows you're saying these things out of love. I guarantee you she doesn't think anything bad of the message that you had for her, because your message is a blessing. It was just funny the way you said, can you please tell her one last time that I'm really not trying to be bossy? I love your dad. And it started with this. 2 cards come out separately out of the mystic soul. And it's not a coincidence that there's 2 hands together in each card. His entire message here was about, I'm here, I'm with you. I want to help. I love you. You're my daughter. You always will be. 2 hands. That was a beautiful message from your dad. Absolutely beautiful. All right, Kristine, I'm really hoping that this resonated with you, that you enjoyed hearing from your dad and what he has for you. The bottom line is, when people pass away and they're living in that light, they know exactly what you need to hear at this very moment. Now, he does miss you. He misses all of his family. I can't remember if you said you had 1 kid or 2, but he misses all of you. But just know, he's there with you. You got to open up your mind to the new possibilities your dad's talked about. And I guarantee you will start to notice and feel something's different. Like, you'll start to feel that he's there with you. If you feel that, it's because he is. Talk to him. He hears you. He talks back to you. But you got to open your heart. And don't be guarded. All right? All right, Kristine, I hope the rest of your weekend goes just beautiful. Thank you for trusting me to connect with your dad and give you the message he has for you. All right? Thank you.